3. We're watching Scream 3.
That worked really well.
I think it did.
I'm Adam.
I'm John.
I'm Elijah.
And we are watching Scream 3. I have seen this, and similar to Scream 2, you haven't seen it, and you haven't seen it.
My first time watching.
Yep.
And your first time watching too.
Yes. Last time we left off the Scream universe, so to recap, we all liked Scream 1. Scream 2, you seem to be a pretty big fan of. You thought, you were like, it's okay, maybe.
It was okay. I liked it. Like, it was fun, but it, like, didn't hold a candle to the first one.
Well, don't expect that for any of this.
Didn't hold
they won't.
a carving knife to the first one.
Yeah. So when we last left off our adventures with Sydney, she was all alone. Cotton Weary was getting the spotlight. All her friends died. Dewey and Gail ran off together in a little van, smoochy. So that's where we left all the characters who survived in Scream 2. So Scream 3 is an interesting movie. Most people say it's the worst one. I prefer it over the fourth. We'll get to that. But it's not nearly as good as 1 and 2. I would say there's only a handful of scenes I really love. But overall, it's kind of just like, there's less blood in this one. Specifically because the movie came out like after Columbine, so they had to cut a lot of the gore.
98? When did this come out?
2000.
Oh, so
99,
it was,
right
it was 1 year between the first and second, then 3 years between.
Yeah. Also, there's a different writer for this film because Kevin Williamson went off to do his directorial debut, and they couldn't get him back for this one. So a lot of production kind of problems with this one. It came out quite a few years after the first 2, 3 years, as opposed to like 1 and 2 had less than a year in between. So yeah, bit of a tumultuous production. We'll get into more of it throughout the movie, but overall, I'm actually surprised it came out as well as it did, I think, considering all the problems they had. But, yeah, definitely some disappointing things in it, but we'll see what you guys think. Maybe you'll love it by the end. I don't know. We'll see.
You've knocked it down. Maybe it'll
exactly. Yeah.
Our expectations pretty low.
Yeah. So I don't think it's bad, but it's not great. So
thank you for clicking on this video. This is a highlight video of our full commentary track for Scream 3. The full audio commentary you can find in the description below. There will be a link, and it'll take you right to it, and you can sync up with a copy of the movie, which can be found on HBO Max for now. I think it's leaving soon. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Okay. But yeah, again, thank you for watching this, and enjoy.
Hollyweird. That's where the setting for Scream 3 takes place.
Ew.
We went from Woodsboro to Windsor College to now we're in Hollywood.
Hollywood. I wonder if this one will be meta at all.
Definitely.
It's a Scream
Even
movie.
more so.
Yeah.
Is the killer the helicopter?
Yep.
That's the killer.
The blade. That's his weapon in this film.
He
awesome.
really doesn't care about stealth anymore.
Hey.
Hey, Cotton.
Nationally syndicated talk show to do a cameo in some cheap slasher flick.
Why
can't these guys
Is he a rich and famous guy now?
Yep, he has his own show called 100% Cotton.
What? How do you
name
go
for a
from
show.
being almost a killer, and then
he was very focused on getting publicity.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Who's this? Sorry, I have the wrong number.
That's okay.
Wait a minute.
oh, you know, I thought it was gonna be weird. I thought it was gonna be a woman this time with the woman voice. I was like,
I think he's got a really sexy voice.
I think it is. I think this is the killer. I wasn't expecting this.
Who is this?
She's in the shower. She's got a nice little voice. It's coming for her.
What happened? I thought it was a girl voice, and now
This movie has a magical voice changer. That is ridiculous.
the voice changer 2.0.
Yeah.
That's his wife or girl.
Yeah.
Dang, Leaf Schreiber. Nice.
That's not Leaf Schreiber.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Got him on my mind.
She's not nearly as handsome as he is.
Yeah.
You're right.
100% Cotton.
The font.
That's a good,
hilarious
that's a good.
hilarious title for a show.
Good old Suburban, huh?
So yeah, that's one of the things. If you notice the voice changer, a lot of people don't like in this movie is the voice changer because it's got ridiculous abilities that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that's ridiculous so far.
It can emulate other people's
It's gonna make
voices.
you turn into like a Mickey Mouse voice.
You can emulate like anyone's voice with it basically in this one, so it's kind of silly. Yeah.
Someone pick up the goddamn phone.
Please hold.
Have you ever had that? Where
What?
you called 911 and they said, due to the volume of
Yeah,
calls,
I know,
you cannot
yeah.
reach. It's like, whoa.
Have you guys ever called 911? Just kidding. I did when I was a kid, and I cried.
Sir, what's wrong?
He hung up.
The album
What year did this come out?
2000.
2000.
Yep.
is this actress famous?
She's been in stuff. I know they wanted like a lot of famous people, like Kate Winslet. They were trying to get for this part, and a couple other people.
Whoa.
Oh.
That was great. That was set up
Still
too.
wet?
That was great.
Ugh. Got him.
Well, yeah, stare at him. Close the door, bro.
Open the fucking door, Christine!
Oh, he's angry.
He's
Obviously.
very strong at stabbing that knife through things.
Like it's the same guy.
Yeah, so that's the thing people don't like about this movie is that the voice changer can suddenly imitate anyone's voice, which is ridiculous, but I mean, whatever. It's stupid.
Look at that pure white
I'm not defending
outfit.
it, but
That like almost that.
How is
like-
there not a speck of dirt anywhere? It's gonna be like the opposite of in Return of the Jedi when Luke has a black thing and it's white
Yeah,
underneath.
yeah.
It's gonna be white and have a black thing underneath.
It's a very homey shirt.
he's like an action hero.
He is an action hero.
Look at him.
Can we just have this? Like, yeah, Leaf Schreiber as an
You love him.
How old is he now, though? He's probably like almost 50, huh?
Yeah, probably.
So look at Harrison Ford, dude. He's off. He's still getting hurt on the set of Indiana Jones. Bullet holes.
How does somebody like him?
Rectangular bullet hole.
Somebody's been shooting quarters.
Quarter. The dreaded quarter gun. Must have thought a vending
That would be
machine
pretty
was in there.
ORV
I wanna
bullet
get a
hole.
Is that you, babe?
Playing with quarters again. You playing quarters?
You play with quarters?
Here, open the door, okay, honey?
He's like, oh, I know what to do. He pulls out a quarter, puts it in.
The door opens.
Yeah, the door opens.
They play weird games, man.
You clever please. Christine, get out of the way!
Oh no. Well, you had your chance. Had your chance, babe.
See, no one stab wound and she's dead. That's what I mean about less blood in this one.
Well, there's blood right there.
Yeah. Not as much in this one, though. It's probably even written that way. This is always weird.
It was a simple game, Cotton.
That's not the killer's voice. That's some other voice.
That
He's
was
the
that
opening
was
kill.
pretty badass. That was a pretty badass.
That was interesting.
You like the 3D logo
Yeah.
or whatever?
We're going on to the new age.
Yeah.
What have they done for her to think?
What
that
have
was
they?
it?
You're so appalled. You're
What
so
have
appalled
they
at that
done?
intro.
Thinking
What
you can
have they
kill
done?
Leaf Schreiber in my movie? What were you gonna say?
Not in my town.
Yeah.
Or you're not even in your own house.
Play my game. What were you gonna say?
What kind of games were him and his wife playing that made her?
Yeah, I don't know. Her
so
stab
scared
games.
to hit him in the head with a golf club?
Well, she just thought he was trying to kill her just now.
Why?
Because that voice said like, "I'm gonna rip your insides out," and started stabbing the door. And it sounded like him.
But, so what did he do wrong that made her think that just hearing that voice?
She thought it
think
was
that
him.
I
How-
guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was his voice. So like
But when
that's.
when she actually saw him there, not in a costume. Or
But she
whatever.
probably just thought he was like he was being crazy man, like acting like a lunatic. She thought he was going crazy. And she didn't know why he did it, but it sounded like him. That's what I mean about a magical voice changer that can emulate anyone's voice. It's sort of like
I'm just saying, in their relationship, he clearly did something wrong, or she did something wrong. Where
There's
she,
already some
that's all it
abuse.
would take for her to like try and kill him.
All right, so this is Sydney now.
She's got like security up the wazoo and a therapy dog.
Yep.
Oh, poor gal.
What'd she do? Was her hair just up?
No, that's just she just has a really bad haircut in this movie.
That looks awful. Dude. She looks like Lloyd Christmas.
She's made jokes about that on her Instagram, like for the new one. They like put a wig on her to look like this, and there was like the killer with the knife on her hair, and she's like, "Not the bangs," because everybody always makes fun of her bangs in this one.
So she was like sort of a hero in the last movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, remember she was shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who's that? That's the
Patrick
Dr.
Dempsey.
Shepard.
Yeah, you watch
Dr. Shepard.
Grey's Anatomy.
Thought she was about to talk to the plant.
So everything with Nev Campbell in this movie is good, I think. Oh, it's a song again. It's in every movie.
I like this song.
So do I.
It doesn't fit for me.
I love it.
For one
The
specific
red
reason.
right hand. So, something else to note with this movie, they only had a limited amount of time with Nev Campbell, so she's not in this one as much as she is in like the first two.
That guy just barely snuck in with his bicycle in time. Like,
So this is all kind of cool.
Hollywood's tough.
You see the sets and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's
Is that the house?
That's the house from the end of Scream 1, and then the house that they're on is Sydney's house, so it's like all set to look like for the first movie,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of cool.
Off in the background, you hear, "There's someone in the crowd."
Shakespeare in the park.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not meant to be.
Not meant to be. You in that talent search for the new.
This is a really cool dynamic. How you have them on the set.
The biggest problem is none of these characters are that interesting, and some of these are like kind of the characters we follow. There's one really good new addition to the cast, and we'll get to her in a minute. Oh, so she's the best new addition. She plays Gale, and she's also dressed like her from the first movie in the highlighter yellow.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, and to be played by an actress with such depth and range.
Jennifer, Nick said you wanted to.
Dewey.
Was he a PA?
No.
Oh.
To make sure that nobody's messed with your brake line.
Oh man.
Who's he supposed to be?
I'm thinking of a strong threat.
Yours truly.
He's playing you?
What's supposed to mean?
Aww.
I'd rather
What?
Did I come here?
I'd rather Dewey than Dewey him. Dewey that fake Dewey.
Kincaid! I am working with Kincaid, Dewey!
Rules are rules, Gail.
So since Scream 2, they have gone
I
a
was
little
gonna
bit in
say,
separate
what the
directions.
heck happened?
You'll hear more about it later.
Man.
But- oh, this is one of the worst things in the movie, in my opinion.
Oh no.
Dude, I think she likes me, man. See how she's looking at me?
Wait, so that's just Kevin Smith and
But they're playing their characters, so it's like Jay and Silent Bob exist within the universe of the movie. It's just stupid cameo.
like if Kevin Smith said something there, I'd be like, okay, yeah, they're playing
yeah,
the
but no, it's as if
playing
they're Jay and Silent Bob,
Yeah.
not Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. So it's really stupid. So it's really bad.
Out here by yourself, you never see anyone. The only people you talk to don't even know your real name. It's as if you don't exist.
freak the roast of Sydney, whatever her name is. What's her last name?
Prescott. Sad life. Poor Sydney.
I mean, she would be pretty
Chips Ahoy.
traumatized at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why she would act like this. Totally within
Yeah.
character.
Oh, she got the greatest 90s and early 2000s dog ever.
I know, it's like episode Full House. Just like it.
What a good little boy.
Fiffy.
What the freak? I'm so
Wait, what?
confused.
There's two parts in this that creeped me out as a kid.
What do we think? What
Oh,
do
she's
we-
having a dream. I'm an
Yeah.
idiot for just
Ugh. The look on her face was creepy, and then. Ugh.
Oh my god. I thought this was just a slasher, but it's freaking paranormal too. Whoa, those fingers.
That lady just has a good creepy look.
Yeah.
They were lucky when they cast her in the first one. It's just a picture. They got her back to actually do stuff.
Wait, that was actually her?
Yeah, same lady.
Whoa.
That voice changer is really effective.
Well, that's really magical voice change.
So yeah, it's all just a dream. But I like all the stuff with Sydney in this movie.
That's where you wish you got like a pit
So-
bull instead of a golden retriever.
Yeah.
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 It's not just a new script, it's a new movie.
What?
It's called Stab 4. Oh.
My movie.
And it's called Sarah Gets Skewered Like a Fucking Pig.
Here's a Ghostface line.
Character. Sarah.
How does everybody know that voice?
This voice sounds different though.
Well, that's the same guy though. It sounds really different in
yeah.
the fourth one, in my opinion.
Is it the same guy in the fourth one?
Yeah, I think just so much time had passed that he just sounds older. How does everyone know the voice? Actually, in universe, it's a popular voice changer, so I guess that's the idea.
Oh, that's a good element. Like all these freaking, and he's gonna be one of them.
But he's stuck.
He's gonna be hanging.
Put a hanger.
I miss Liev Schreiber.
That's him. No.
It kind of looked like him. I thought.
You were like, is Cotton back?
He's back.
Of upcoming Sunrise Pictures releases, press 4. If you'd like information about
Just like I said, I can make
Just
a scream
like John
movie.
said. I can make a scream movie. I love how shiny the robe is, sparkling.
I know, he's gotta be styling.
It's a hard thing to film black fabric, by the way.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why they made it sparkle like that.
Just embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
To what?
It's hard to get like a matte.
You say it's hard
black.
to show like.
Yeah.
Like black fabric. So I said that's probably why they made it like sparkly. Like
so you have the light can.
Mm-hmm. The light can hit it.
Ow. Oh,
Whoa.
Her stomach is gutted now. Oh.
Welp.
There's her back.
Okay, so I wonder who the killer is.
Hmm.
Like, why is he terrorizing the studio?
Well, I know the killer wants something to do with Sydney.
Yeah, well, of course.
And they want to find Sydney, and they're leaving pictures of the mom.
It didn't work, Dewey. We tried. We're different.
He used to say that was our strength.
Oh man, Dewey.
Ever since you cut those bangs, though, you've been a different person.
Do you really want her back, man? Dewey, you look a lot better than her right now. I'm just saying.
Someone stole Sid's file?
I already removed it.
Ooh, he's playing 3D chess.
So that's why he's really there, not to be a technical advisor, because he knows something's going on and someone's trying to find out where Sydney is, and he doesn't want anyone to know. So that's why if it seemed out of character that he would be working on a movie that's sensationalizing murders he was a part of, he's not really.
He's doing it to protect his little sister.
Right.
You gotta love Dewey.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I look at San Andreas.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Did his arm get fixed?
They're playing it off like that. Oh wait, he still has a leg limp.
Yeah, he's a little limp, but his arm's not.
Because what was his issue before?
Severed nerve. He got stabbed in the back in the first.
Could he grab her, or was he just kind of like?
He just kind of held his arm up weird.
Like I'm ever going to win an award playing you.
There's been a second murder.
Who?
Oh yeah, that guy. Patrick Warburton. Kronk.
He's Kronk.
Can't you tell from his voice?
Rogue liver. Wait, no, he doesn't say that.
This weirdo.
You live here with her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dewey, look at you.
If you weren't so concerned with pretensions and appearances, you'd be able to appreciate the positivity and emotional centeredness I provide a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the way his smile.
I'm the professional celebrity guard here.
I can't take his voice seriously. I can't take him. He's just Kronk.
Usually.
Detective Kincaid, what do we know? The same killer?
Hey, terminal enter.
I think it's gonna have to be like the.
Terminal.
I think it's gonna have to be like the last one where the killer is revealed to be like, oh, secretly he was related to this person who was screwed over, but it's gonna end up being like that. It has to. Like, why else would they be doing this?
Interesting.
The producers told us that there are 3 different versions of the script, something about trying to keep the ending off the internet.
Which is what happened with Scream 2. The script got leaked onto the internet.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Ah,
so
that's funny.
3 versions. 3 different characters die next, and we don't know which one the killer read.
Well, how much does it differ?
They said 3 different people died in each version of the script. So
All I ever wanted to do was make a real classic love story. And the studio said they'd let me. I just had.
Which is what Wes Craven said he always wanted to do, like a romance film, but he never got to.
That guy looks like he doesn't know a thing about romance, though.
This guy's a pretty good actor. I've seen him in other stuff.
Wasn't a message?
Oh, no.
He plays boyfriend of what's her face in Scripps.
Oh yes, he does. That's right.
Says she knows your voice, Mr. Bridger.
Well, she wasn't speaking with me. God, look, I did not call Sarah Darling.
Now the fact that they've revealed already that the voice changer can do all that, it's now it's just like
could be anyone. Well, then it's like, did he do it? Or
no,
did
but I feel like they shouldn't have revealed that yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, because right now it's just like, yeah, I know it is the killer just messing. But in reality, if they hadn't revealed that, I'd be like, maybe it was.
Cell phone I could borrow?
It'd be different.
I'm trying to analyze every possible detail. Like, something with the battery, something with the phone.
Then the people you need to call are the police.
No, I need to call you.
Just you.
I'm sorry, your voice.
Don't you want to know how you can help?
Well, the killer found her. What kind of found her? Found out where she works. Oh. No, that's it's her home line instead of her work line. That's pretty cool.
So it's her mom's voice.
How does she?
Because the voice changer can do anything.
You know your mother's voice when you hear it. Now turn on the news.
Man, Sydney, your mom's a bitch.
Do you?
Okay, good. I was gonna say, how does she not have a gun by now?
Because it's California. I don't know if she lives in California. But who was the first cast member that was killed? Was that Cotton or his girlfriend?
Cotton.
They said he
had a cameo in the movie.
Okay, I thought he was like still debating it.
Yeah.
I wonder whose house that is.
I think it's Franklin's from GTA. That's like in the same area. That's like kind of like the same house.
You're like, it adds up.
I haven't even played that. I know.
It's a rap party. Scene 34. Maureen's
Rap party. You guys got postponed. It's not even over yet.
So that's the Dewey guy. Just looks a lot different without his mustache. Looks like Billy there from Scream with his hair like that.
So, whoever I think the killer is, I'm gonna go with whoever I don't think the killer is when I say who I think is the killer is. I'm gonna go reverse psychology.
This is a good picture of you.
Looks like a Photoshop.
That's a really awful photo.
We have one Gale Weathers here. We don't need two.
That's a good line, Kronk.
Got your girlfriend out here.
Hey, Dewdrop. Peter.
Really? Dewdrop. I made some cream puffs. But I don't know why I got all Western on there. You remember he makes cream puffs or something? Like spinach puffs, I think.
I mean nothing.
Well, she lived in Woodsboro her whole life. Someone there must know something.
Almost.
Yeah, you did mention that this one's
more about
revolves more around the mom. So then it's just adding more chances for somebody to come up and be like, your mom wronged me, so I'm gonna wrong you.
Could be.
What?
It's a copy.
Xerox.
Look at the buildings.
It's very good. It's the exact same angle.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's exact. What are the odds?
Wait.
So no, it was photoshopped, right? Somebody photoshopped her on there.
No.
If Photoshop was at that, I don't trust you. You're probably lying to me.
Nope.
But they couldn't be like. That's just stupid, then, right? That's just really stupid, right?
What's stupid? That the angles are the exact same.
Yeah, that's like the exact same photo.
That's just ridiculous.
And it looked like.
But the important information is that the mom was on the studio set.
That's not even what I care about right now. I just care about
the angles are the exact same.
Yeah.
Listen to what he says right here.
Hey, I'm just checking to make sure there's no killer in here waiting to off you like he did your little sister.
What did you say? I can't believe you said that. That makes me angry.
Whoa.
Why would he? That's such a douchey thing though to say.
Wait, so
there's no killer here that's gonna off you like your little sister. Like, why would he say that?
Oh, he thought he was
talking to Dewey. Yeah.
Yeah. What? You deserve that, Crown. You pulled the wrong lever on life.
They got a good laugh out of you. It's just Dewey.
Dewdrop.
Dewdrop. He's still just
Dewdrop. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said dewdrop. He's dying and he's saying that.
Dewdrop.
He's not saying like, help! Call 911, I'm bleeding out. He's saying dewdrop. It was dewdrop. And what if nobody ever heard him call him dewdrop and they're like, what the
Okay, outside. Everyone stay together and try to remain calm.
If you get in the pool, that would probably slow down the killer quite a bit.
God, look at that. This is Franklin's house. He had a pool too. What'd you say, Elisha?
If they all get in the pool, it would slow the killer down.
Yeah, he can't swim. It'd be like It Follows, and they throw all the electronics in there.
You can only wade so fast.
Whoever smells the...
So that's ridiculous. I mean, I guess they just want an explosion in the movie. It's ridiculous because, listen. It's kind of a funny line.
What's your thing?
I can't stop rolling down the hill.
That's like, was this a spoof?
So that's ridiculous kill because, like, firstly, that amount of gas in the house to make the house explode, you smell it. Number two,
across the board,
the killer just knew that they were gonna pull a lighter out to. It's like
Yeah.
it's just such an elaborate, ridiculous scene.
Maybe it was a lucky accident. Maybe maybe he was gonna throw
Do
like
something,
a torch.
yeah.
Imagine him being like not knowing that was gonna happen and be like, oh shit. Whoa.
Good shot.
Killer gets revealed halfway through the movie.
Why are you saying that already? We don't know that.
Why are you saying that already? We don't know that. Maybe I'm lying.
I don't know, but like.
Thanks for saving me.
Let's have it.
It's just, oh my god, the relationship I just love to hate, and I hate to love.
Who gave you a place to stay? Who are you supposed to be protecting?
Jennifer. Hey, now Gail gets to punch somebody.
Didn't you see everybody fall down the hill?
My lawyer liked that.
Ghostface, can you come out? Ghostface, we have somebody for you. There it goes.
What does this have to do with Sid? Who knows more about Maureen Prescott than her own daughter?
Well, Sid's dad.
So this one is less of a whodunit, I feel, than the last one. It's more of like a mystery.
Well, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Scooby-Doo.
going on? It's more.
People say it's very Scooby-Doo. This one.
Sid, it's me. This is the 5th time I've called. Please pick up. I want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, the music.
What was that?
Hey, notice something with her outfit?
What?
Hold on, let me see.
She's wearing
Shaggy?
she's wearing the necklace that the boyfriend gave her in the second one.
Oh, because that is right. He was innocent, so that's probably really devastating for her.
Yep. So she's still wearing his little Greek letters.
Because they're why?
He gave them to her, remember, after he did his little singing song dance. So it's just a little Easter egg that she's still wearing the necklace that he gave her.
Because remember he got shot.
Because he was a good guy.
Yeah, but she kind of let him get shot.
Yeah, because she thought he might be in on it. Killer messed with her head.
There's someone here who wants to help.
Oh my God, Sydney.
Oh my god, Sydney. Here, sit down so I can interview you so I can write my book. I make money.
No.
Do you have her number stored in your memory?
Well, I just loving the comedy in this.
I just like Dewey. It's so
Yeah.
good. Do we know where the first movie took place?
California.
Okay.
Yeah, not in LA, but in California.
So it's not crazy that her mom may have gone to Hollywood.
Right.
Okay.
You gonna get us some flowers and candy, right? Huh?
Give me a break.
Yeah, give me a coffee.
Keep your eye on her.
I'll tell you what, I would not want to get with her.
Sydney? Oh, yeah.
Why? Because
you might die.
Yeah, you good as dead. Or you'd end up being the killer.
Yeah, that's true.
I might kill somebody if I date her. I'm sorry.
You date her, it just makes you want to kill someone.
Sorry.
Her.
Listen, who is she?
The Princess Diaries.
Yep.
Friend.
But who is she in this movie?
The princess?
I'll shoot myself. It's Martha Meeks, Randy's sister. Randy's sister?
Yeah, can't you tell?
We miss you in Woodsboro, guys.
Can't you tell she starts rattling off movie facts?
Yeah.
Told you I'd make a movie someday. Huh?
Oh my God.
He didn't really die?
No, listen.
It means, as I feared, I did not survive these killings here at Windsor College. And that giving up my virginity to Karen Kolchak at the video store was probably not a good idea.
Karen Kolchak?
Yes, Karen Kolchak.
Creepy Karen?
Shut up. Sweet person.
I love that they got him in this.
Yeah, that's the best decision.
This is great. He's wearing the same shirt he was wearing in the opening of Scream 2, where he's at the college and stuff. So cool little
It's
detail.
like that same day. That's awesome.
Remember, is this simply another sequel? Well, if it
Oh,
is,
he's
same rules
listen.
apply.
He's got to
But
give you the
here's
rules.
the critical
I love
Find
this.
yourself dealing with an unexpected backstory and a preponderance of exposition.
like how we've
then
been.
the sequel rules do not apply.
Jamie's a
Such a
freaking
cool way to get
hero.
him into the. I'm so glad they found a way because they were like considering like saying he didn't die, and they were like, we can't do that. Like,
Yeah,
So they found a fun little way to get him into the third movie.
They
So he gets to be in the whole trilogy, which is nice.
Yeah.
Your bangs.
You know what? I kind of want. You know what I kind of want to do?
That took a long time to grow.
What bangs?
Yeah.
There are none. What do you want to do?
Just because I like Jamie Kennedy so much, we need to do Son of the Mask.
Oh God.
You know, in the movies, I play you as being much smarter. And as a sane person. For you, that must be quite a stretch. That's funny.
She's really, I like her a lot. She's like the only new cast member that's like interesting.
No, she's like the only new cast member that's
stuck around.
No, that's had like screen time.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Their dynamic is just fun. Like it's a fun dynamic.
Like what happened
And
to
as a sane person.
Yeah, she plays her. Yeah, she plays her really well.
Like what happened to the black guy? Was he
He's still around?
Was he in that scene when they blew it up?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He shows up again later. Yeah.
At least he didn't die first.
No, other people have already died.
Is her hair?
I know.
Like
That's what I'm saying. At least he didn't die.
Oh, yeah, I think he said he's gonna die first. What'd you say?
Is her hair like her hair was in the first one?
Yeah.
It was. She had like blonde streaks like that.
Yeah.
That looks like Lori's hair.
Halloween.
From Halloween, definitely.
Hey, are you?
No.
Is that Carrie Fisher?
Mm-hmm.
It is? Oh my god, I got that right?
I was up for Princess Leia. I was this close. So who gets it?
My twin?
The one who sleeps with George Lucas.
I'm
That's
sorry, I
funny.
didn't mean to bring up a
Is it true?
No, I mean she's not playing Carrie Fisher. She's playing a
So
lady
she-
who looks like.
So she's
Carrie
making
Fisher.
fun of herself.
Yeah.
No, but she's saying, but who gets it? The one who slept with George
Yeah,
Lucas.
so she
Carrie
didn't really.
Fisher slept
No,
with George.
probably not. It's just a joke.
She's making a joke about herself.
Yeah.
Why is she in this?
She works at the studio. I think she's
No, like why is Carrie Fisher in this?
I think that they said that the reason this movie has cameos and stuff in this is like Bob Weinstein really liked cameos. So that's why Jay and Silent Bob were in it. Wes Craven's in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, making a Scream movie on like a movie set. So I think that's why Jay and Silent Bob are in this. Which is stupid.
You see what she did? She's like,
he was just one of the guys.
Look at those old soap dispensers.
Yeah.
You said that in the first one.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did.
This scene's kind of meant to mirror that. So, Upcoming is my favorite scene in the movie.
How do you use those soap dispensers? You like hit the top?
You push the bottom and it
You hit it like a glass ketchup bottle until it just squirts out on your head. So remember, she's playing Sydney in the movie, or she was going to be playing Sydney in Stab 3.
I was gonna say she was my #1 candidate to be the killer.
The real person. I wish.
She looks like a young, spunky, like assistant detective.
Yeah.
It's a movie. The way she's dressed and her hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
like,
she looks
this
like
is
a buddy cop. Like she.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Because her necklace looked like a
Yeah.
badge, but, you know, because it was cut off.
Or no, she like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like somebody.
Here comes my favorite scene of the entire film. I think this sequence is excellent.
Well, something good's not gonna happen.
Something good's not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, this is really cool. I like that.
She's like seeing her old house,
Oh,
walking out of the house where the climax of the first movie took place.
That's so good.
And the music is all like the music from the first movie. This is a great scene. This kind of reminds me of like Dr. Sleep a little bit, the third act
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it reminds me of. All about what Randy talked about, going back to the past.
Is she in Scream 5?
Do you want me to spoil?
Don't. No.
I guess that is
question.
spoiling. If
Say.
Don't
never
say
mind
anything.
that.
Don't ask her a question about the sequel, John.
But no, is it a reboot? Is it a reboot or a sequel?
It's
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Why is that?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll get
Crazy.
to. I'll talk at the end of Scream 4.
You're crazy. I am a little.
Hey, oh, remember this?
We all go a little crazy sometimes.
She did in the first one. How she locked her door. Yeah, realistically, it wouldn't need to look exactly like
That's
her
awesome.
room,
Throwback.
but Yeah, I like it. Again, I think this.
Yeah,
whole
they even have the dimensions.
Yeah, it
exactly
doesn't make
right with it.
sense, but
Well, they could have made it so it doesn't work, and she'd be like, "Oh crap."
yeah, I love this too. This detail where she. It's like she almost forgets she's on a set because that's where her bedroom was. in her,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's so good.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
That'd be very unsafe.
Yeah, I think this
though.
whole sequence is the best part of the film.
Kind of like Halloween there.
Ow.
Nice turf.
Turf.
Would you die?
Yeah, that's the end of the movie. We never find out who the killer is.
The killer was grass.
No, he was there. I am not dreaming. I am not crazy. He was there in Woodsboro.
That's not Woodsboro, Sydney.
What an asshole.
Jeez.
What a dick.
You're not the killer, but you're an asshole.
That's not Woodsboro, Sydney. Like, what a jerk. Whoosh. So this scene's kind of weird because this is almost like Harvey Weinstein-esque what they're about to talk about, and it's weird because Harvey Weinstein produced this, and this was 17 years before Me Too.
Yeah.
But listen to what he talks about. It's kind of like
Life isn't tragic enough.
What a drama queen.
He plays a good character.
He's
like
funny, yeah.
It was in the 70s. Everything was different. I was well known for my parties. Men who knew what they were. It was for girls like her to meet men. Men who could get them parts if they made the right impression.
Oh my
Harvey
God.
Weinstein produced this.
Yeah.
It's super gross.
That's awful.
Ugh.
So it's kind of setting up like maybe it's not her fault that she was a slut.
Right. Sort of.
You gotta play the game or go home.
Did you see there's like a diving board outside the window? Why?
Because he's rich. I don't know.
What did you know about your mother?
Oh, the music sting. Oh yeah, you know about my mama?
I also think this guy's performance is great.
Yeah, he's good.
He plays it just creepy enough, but also, again, similar to the boyfriend in the second one.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming off as bad as that.
But he's
the
saying
boyfriend
things like,
looked.
he said like, I've grown up about death.
Yeah.
And stuff like
What's your favorite scary movie?
Stab.
She said the thing.
My life.
Oh. I love scary movies.
Oh, she's in mine too. They're perfect for each other.
They're perfect for each other.
No.
Poster
my
number
favorite
2.
poster came off the walls.
Have you ever actually seen the stab movies? Every time this dude enters a room, he ends up a goddamn shish kebab.
Talking about Dewey, because he gets stabbed everywhere.
Goddamn shish kebab.
Ooh, spooky.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was involved in this production, I'd have a gun with me at all times.
If you what?
Involved in the production of Scream 3 or Stab 3?
Involved. Well, not.
I'm trying to figure out which production.
If I was involved in the production of Stab 3, I would have a gun with me at all times.
Dewey's got our voices.
He's got Sid.
He's got us all. Oh my God, we gotta find him.
Magical voice box.
You said this came out in
2000.
2000.
Just so you know, that technology still does not exist.
Yeah.
So I think that the way I assume the technology works in the movies, you can record somebody's like voice from a movie or something, and then it can emulate it, which is how they would have the moms, because she was in horror movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, but
I mean, it's hard for them, like people, to do that now.
yeah.
Like
So
there
it's
are people that like do Joe Rogan's voice and
Yeah.
like, make him say whatever because he has like hours and hours of him talking.
Well, that uses like machine learning though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Stab 3's back in production.
I love his like
Corny
one line. How? Okay, fine.
How what?
Just
what?
People walking all around by themselves.
So that's one thing is, again, different writer for this movie. There's like multiple times where people split up in this third act, and it's like, what? Why are we doing this? Like, why are we splitting up?
I guess you could argue he gave her the gun, so that's why he's
Sure,
okay with
but
her
Dewey and
going by
Gail are
herself.
smarter than that. Like,
In
they're not
general.
that
I mean,
dumb at
at
this
thi-
point.
well, yeah,
The
'cause-
other characters I can excuse it, but
That's who I thought the killer was.
you thought wrong.
Yes,
Oh,
he did.
also, fun thing about this location: same place that Halloween H2O was filmed.
We haven't watched that yet.
We haven't.
Okay.
But it's the same. Same
I
location.
okay, I can see that.
Where did she go?
She found the room.
I did not fuck that pig Milton to get a leading role just to die here with second-rate celebrities like you two!
That's crazy that that's kind of like an element in
Yeah,
this.
it's very weird. It's almost like Wes Craven
Yeah,
knew
he
about it, and it was like,
and
I'm
like
gonna
nothing
plant it in
was
one of your movies.
nothing was done for like
Wes
20
Craven,
years.
yeah, he directed this one.
What the heck?
What?
Of course, yeah.
Just punched him.
That's
that
the-
guy.
that was
oh,
the,
shit.
that was the best sound effect. Hey, don't.
Why does he just keep punching?
How about you don't hurt my man Do like that?
Smart guy. Just run out of there.
Yeah.
It is Scooby-Doo.
Told you.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh.
That's what he said. He was like bleeding. He saw me. He's like, oh, you motherfucker. He like kept running. Ow. I like that. Just the shing. Yeah, that's how you know the killer's there.
I like this. She's acting like she's never saw somebody get freaking killed before.
Yeah. Like it made. See, look, they just split up again. Why? Like, why would you split up now? That's ridiculous. That's just for like the convenience of the plot.
Dewey.
Can you snore? Is that a gag you can still do these days? Knocked unconscious.
No way.
Wee.
With the butt of it?
Yeah, I guess it knocked him out. I don't know.
Oh, he's got a spare.
Oh, he's got a spare. That's what Reggie says that. Pizza time. Tobey Maguire's in the background. Pizza time. That'd be a fun little Easter egg to like re-edit this whole movie. Like let's say you torrent this movie, upload it online, and the only thing you change is in that one scene, just hear like faded in the background, pizza time. Like that, nothing else is different.
Nobody would know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard being friends with you, Sydney. When you're friends with Sydney, you die.
I like that line.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's hard being friends with Sydney. When you're friends with Sydney, you die. I like that line because it's sadly true for the character.
Oh, yeah.
Bond. Sydney Bond.
Throw it in the pool.
Why'd you make that?
Nothing.
How do I know they're not dead already?
They're right inside.
I want to know why Elijah was so excited.
The party can begin.
She's like, fuck off. Just hangs up.
I like at this
I'm
point,
done with this.
At this point, it's like...
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
It's your turn to scream, asshole.
I don't know what she means by
That's the title.
I don't... Context-wise, it doesn't make any sense.
It's your time to scream 3, asshole.
Yeah, it's like, what? Did he not scream before? What do you mean by that?
He didn't scream there.
I saw one really funny review. It's just like, what did Sydney mean when she said, it's your turn to scream, asshole?
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Oh, no. Oh. That's good.
That's good.
Wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs.
She says it again. It's your turn to scream, asshole.
Yeah.
They're like, why you say it again? Ow.
Yeah. Everybody's getting hit in the head.
Dead.
Yep. Okay.
Imagine the killer just dies like that, really unceremoniously.
Severs an artery.
Yeah.
On the glass.
Okay, tell me about the gun now.
I'm assuming that somebody will end up in the pool.
Wouldn't that
insane this whole time?
Yeah. Okay. Just stay in there forever
and let your friends get murdered.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just can't get past the surface of things.
Yep, I was right.
Superhuman.
Who the hell are you?
The other half of you. I searched for a man 4 years ago.
Her brother.
Her own son.
That director guy.
I was right.
Yeah.
She said I was Rena's child and Rena was dead. And it struck me.
His performance suddenly gets really good in this part, I think.
Your boyfriend didn't like seeing his daddy in my film too much. He didn't like it at all.
He showed the film.
Once I supplied the motivation, all the kid needed was a few points.
Oh, so all revolves around him.
It was like he was making a movie.
This is
It's a little contrived, but I kind of like it.
I like it.
I like that ties back to the first movie. And I like what he says here, too.
I had no idea that they were going to make a film of their own.
He didn't know they were going to kill Drew Barrymore or any of that. He just wanted them to kill the mom.
Sydney, the survivor. Sydney,
because she got a bunch of notoriety from it.
He did.
But he's the one that caused it all.
I likes that.
So I like that twist. Because
like
also, it doesn't really change anything about the first one, other than that's how Billy found out.
Yeah.
Was through this guy. It's fine. A lot of people don't like that twist. I'm fine with it.
Friends. Living in total isolation, the pressure of another movie about you, the discovery that Milton destroyed Mommy, dearest. You finally.
I like this better than the Scream 2.
2 reveal.
I do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you choose to. There is no one else to blame. Fucking damn it! Why don't you take some fucking responsibility? Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yeah, sibling rivalry, baby.
Typical brother-sister fight. I hope he survives and like.
I also like that he spends the climax in the robe the whole time, which none of the other killers ever did.
Yeah.
Sort of like helps signify the idea that he was the original Ghostface.
Goodness gracious, she is God, she's awesome.
Not right now. It's getting the upper hand.
I know, but she's wearing it. It's like with Rocky Balboa. Doesn't matter how much you hit, how hard you hit. It's about how hard you get hit and get moving forward. I was just like, just get her in the pool. Get her in the pool. Come on. Prove me right. Tweezers.
He starts plucking his eyebrows.
Lose something?
Whoa.
Found something.
Oh no. No.
Yeah. I also think this guy's performance right here is good. He gives this like look of like, I just did it. It's like he's like taking it in. Like,
yeah,
I just killed Sidney Prescott.
Oh man, this is intense.
Guy.
Yeah. Let's go.
I shot you.
Did you? Yeah.
Police station,
somehow.
maybe. It was there.
Police station,
when she was looking over at the certain shot, they showed a bulletproof vest.
Oh, they did. Okay. I was gonna be like, it wasn't.
It
wasn't in that desk that she pulled out.
The emphasis was like on the door, but it was off to the side.
I still got to make my movie.
Step 3, right?
What's up? Killed him. Killed the killer. We're all good. Again.
They're like, it was Sydney, and they shoot her.
What the fuck? They're like, yeah, our mom was a slut.
Yeah. Well, they're brother and sister.
Yeah, mom was a slut. Yes. Which I think in the second one when that happened, I was like,
Shoot him in the head!
Elijah's face.
Elijah's been very silent this whole third act. What are some of your thoughts so far?
Someone just got shot in the head.
Someone just got shot in the head. You're like, I can't handle this.
I thought we were watching Care Bears. When will it end?
See, that's the thing though about this one. This feels like the last movie.
Yeah.
This feels like the final chapter because it was intended to be. So that's one issue right off the bat I have with Scream 4 is that ultimately this one feels like the last one.
Yeah.
And the other one's made so much later.
And look, this is all nice. It's like
you get a happy ending in a Scream movie for once.
Like it all
closes.
It started with him and it ended with him, you know?
Yeah.
That's the best twist of them all. Cut out the whole square.
Yep. She's like, you ruined my book.
Yeah, like, what? How are you supposed to read this? Do you still want my autograph?
Just to see if we're wrong.
Also nice because in real life they were married at this point.
They got married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they got divorced.
They got divorced like 10 years later, but they're married at this point, so it's nice.
They have any babies?
They have a daughter.
Aww. What's her name? Sydney?
I don't know. It's not Sydney.
It's not Dewey.
Wes Craven. It's the name of their daughter.
Wes Craven Jr. This magic moment.
Well, it's just like, oh, some niceness. He's liking the music, aren't you?
So
is that why you close your eyes like that?
No, because of John.
Oh.
So no, yeah, he likes the music that I'm singing.
Yeah.
It's to show like she's she's moving on.
Which I mean,
she's
like,
no longer
why?
living in fear. Why? Well, because
Exactly.
it's the final chapter.
Yeah, I mean,
and they do it again for some reason.
What kind of movie?
You have to come and see.
Stab.
He's acting weird.
He's the killer. There's only one killer in this one, also. Interesting.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
quit
The movie's not
moving
done.
right over.
Oh wait. Again, symbolism, but also
Oh, an open
leaving it
door.
open for a fourth film. But more so, I viewed as symbolism. But close the door. You're gonna get bugs in there. And what better song to end the final chapter on than the song that's in all 3 movies? Red Right Hand.
Yeah, it's instrumental, but I like that. It's like, yeah, like just leave the door open, just like let it breeze in. Who cares? No killer exists anymore.
She's fine.
There are no more killers. In
It's
the
the
whole
final
world.
chapter. All right, that was Scream 3. What did you guys think? What do you think? Oh no, you were kind of quiet. A little
Yeah,
bit
you were
towards the end.
quiet.
I mean, that was pretty good.
Did you?
I don't think it was bad.
Did you like
I mean,
it more or less than the other ones, or?
I mean, the first one's always going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Compared
to 2.
I don't know. The two had some
I think
good
2
parts.
overall is more solid. It's got scarier sequences, but I like some of the character stuff in this with Sydney. I think. Yeah, David Arquette. Nev Campbell. Yoo-hoo.
Nev Campbell.
Courtney Cox Arquette. See, now it says
Ah.
Arquette.
Oh, that's awesome. Patrick Dempsey, that's his name.
Yep. Liev Schreiber.
Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey.
R.I.P.,
yeah.
R.I.P.,
Oh, then look, we
baby.
get a Patrick Warburton, but then the last one is a special appearance by Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
woohoo! I think I like this one better than the second one.
Interesting. Okay. Not a lot of people say that.
No, actually, I don't know. It had good character stuff.
That's what I think. All the stuff with Sydney in this movie is good.
And
Stuff
I-
with Dewey and Gale, I like the other Gale though. She's
I like the killer more.
okay.
I think 2 and 3 are kind of neck and neck. But
Okay.
I feel like I
You
don't know, I
seem like you
this one a
enjoyed
little bit
this
more.
overall. Yeah, more.
Yeah, I do. I like the whole setting of it being
in
in
Hollywood.
Hollywood and the set more. I like the squad more in the second one. I like Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
And even though I said in the commentary I didn't like him, but the
Derek,
the guy
Yeah,
who played
yeah, yeah,
Derek, but he was still memorable. This one didn't really have a very solid
Yeah.
cast, like squad.
Now, something kind of fun about the original idea for this, when Kevin Williamson, he wrote a treatment, but then he had to go off and do his thing. His idea was he wanted it to take place in Woodsboro again, but on the back lot of a Stab 3 thing. But his plan for the original killers were a group of obsessed fans of the Stabs movies that are being told to do these killings from someone in prison, which is, I guess, later revealed to be Stu from the first movie, who somehow lived.
Somehow survived.
Sounds ridiculous. I actually much preferred what this ended up being, because like that just seems like too out of left. It's like, why wouldn't they ever mention that he didn't die? Like, I don't know. It just
He
sounds
survived
kinda,
in television.
As much as I love Matthew Lillard, it's just kind of like ridiculous. So that was his original idea, and they changed elements of it. Obviously, I'm fine with the long lost brother thing. It's fine for how they did the story. It's good. So yeah, final thoughts. I think Scream 3's okay. It's not great, but I enjoy it overall. You know?
I liked it. It was
I like
fun.
the character stuff a lot, and I don't think the comedy goes too overboard, with the exception of the Jay and Silent Bob thing. I think that's that's terrible. That shouldn't be in the movie at all. So stupid.
I only like the Carrie Fisher thing was weird.
Yeah,
This is 2000 though.
Yeah. I just think the Jay and Silent Bob thing takes me out of it, because it's like, this doesn't take place in a real world. Then this takes place in the universe of the Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah.
It's like
With
it's
Kevin
like
Smith.
like it's just too much. Like, but yeah, overall, Scream 3 I think is a good time. Any final thoughts? No.
I feel
Alright.
bad
It's a
for
good time.
Sydney.
Yeah,
but
poor
like
Sydney.
at least maybe
she
can have some happiness.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
bad that she gets happiness.
No,
At least she gets some
I said at least she gets happiness.
All right. Well, thanks for watching our commentary for Scream 3. If you like this, we did ones for 1 and 2, and we will be doing one for 4. So you can check all those videos out on our channel. You have anything else to say, though? Anything else?
If you want to follow us on social media, our Instagram, and we have an Instagram and Facebook, jesterhead.productions for both of them. And we have post clips and updates and posts and all that stuff. So it'd be great if you could follow us. And again, thank you for watching this video, and like it if you like it, and share it with your friends if
Share
you
it if you share it.
Share it if you share it. Yeah.
Goodbye. That was Scream 3.
4. Oh, question mark.
3.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Scream once, scream twice, now scream again. Call the back face with the red right hand.